Hey gorgeous, welcome to Aligned Ascension. Frequency attunement, human design, and business energetics. I'm Christy Avis. This is your Aligned Ascension.
Welcome to Because I Desire It. This masterclass is going to be such a vibe. We're going to tap into desires. We're going to clear blocks. It's going to be so phenomenal. And I'm really, really excited. We're going to really ground into our desires today. And we're going to talk about the things that take us out when we're thinking about our desires, feeling into our desires, and the manifestation energy of pure desire, and the things that tend to get in the way when we're in this place of wanting things and being in that gap of between, right? Being in the in between of where we are and where we want to be. So, oh, no worries, Yvonne. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Nazi. So good to see you guys. I'm gonna pull a card really quickly. Let me know if you guys can hear the little bit of music in the background. I can't stand having lives without the music, so it's just a thing. Oh, and my cards are all cleansed and all out of order. Oh, just one. Just one. Okay, let's see what we have today for just a general poll for everybody, and then we will dive into the content. Whoo, I'm literally so excited. And of course, we have an epic giveaway, whether you're in the giveaway or not. Ooh, this one's beautiful. Okay, so keepers of the earth. So what we're working with is that we are divinely guided, and this has a lot to do with your ancient ancestors being by your side, which is so good because I truly believe that every single desire that comes to us is something we're meant to have. Our desires are not random. They are not just things that we want. They are things that are placed on our hearts for a reason. Hi, Christina. Hi, Tiana. So good to see you guys. They're placed on our hearts for a reason. And something I say a lot is that the universe does not give us desires to taunt us. These things are things that are within our energetic field. And every time you have a desire, it's something that's meant for you. I don't have a desire to be a multi-billionaire. I don't have a desire to speak on stages like Tony Robbins. I don't have a desire to go skydiving. I have different desires than you, and there's a reason for that. It's because they're all meant to be had. We're meant to have our desires. You have unique desires that are divinely guiding you towards what it is you want, and those things are meant for you. Our desires are a huge piece of our intuition, right? When you have a desire, if it's not attached to what I think I should have based on what people are telling me, or what other people in the industry want, so therefore I want that thing as well. When you have a true, pure desire that lights your heart up, you will know the difference, you can feel it. That thing is meant for you. And this is our closest thing to intuition. When you follow your desires, it activates your intuition. This is how you are guided. This is how you are led. And so many people in their businesses, they talk about getting these divine downloads and being intuitively led. That is them following their desire from a place of believing. So that's what we're going to do today. I am so excited. Hi, Connie. So good to see you. We're really going to tap into this energy. Who's excited? I'm gonna make sure that my cat, there's a fly in the house, and so she's just being crazy. So if I have to get up to save my cat from the fly, you guys know what I'm doing. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so let's start talking about the truest form of desire. Desire is creation energy. Even if you think about like sexual energy, what happens from sex? Babies are created. Creation energy comes from desire. It always starts with something that you want, a desire. And desire and gratitude are some of the most powerful manifestation energies ever, ever. They're so powerful. So if we are in and of ourselves reflections of the universe. We are ever expanding. We're always going to want something new, right? Hi, Isabella. So good to see you. We're always going to want something new. Always. And so what will happen is a lot of the times we will take ourselves out of the game. We will take ourselves out of the game by immediately shutting down our desires. And the way desire works is it is this expansion energy and it is always moving forward. If you and I are reflections of the universe, there have been scientists who have studied the way the universe works, and it is ever expanding. There is no beginning, there is no end. It keeps going. And the crazy thing is the further out it goes, the faster it expands. So when you follow your desires, things happen really quickly. They always happen really quickly. And there is no regression, right? And that's why the fear of losing it all, the fear of it not working are not actually possible. Our brains are just trying to keep us safe. Because if the universe is ever expanding and I'm a reflection of the universe, if I follow my expansion, if I follow my desires, if I lean into those things without taking myself out of the game by playing with all of the things we're going to talk about in this masterclass, I get to expand. And I get to expand faster and faster and faster. And this is what creates really crazy amounts of momentum. And you move really fast. The people at the top of the industry, they are following their desires. They're following what they want. And whenever you start to add resistance in with your desires and you start to take yourself out of the game by thinking thoughts that are not in alignment with you getting what you desire and playing in logic, you decrease that expansion. Expansion is inevitable. There is never any regression. Even if you think about like the billionaires who go broke, what happens 5 years later? They're billionaires again. Or what happens? They learned lessons that cleared resistance and they got what they actually wanted. This is all a game, right? This is all a game of energy. And desire is the energy we want to be in. It's so powerful. So I'm really excited. Who's excited? I want to know if you guys are ready to get in the vibes of desire, if everything about the universe and expansion is making sense, if it's vibing, because you are a mirror of the universe, right? And these thoughts our brains give us, these thoughts of like, I should be doing this or I shouldn't do this, or what if this doesn't happen, these all take us out of that pure place of desire. And what happens is when you are in this pure place of desire, something amazing happens. Time collapses. I'm going to talk about time here because time isn't real. Time is not real. So there's only ever forward momentum. Whenever you have ever gotten anything in your life that you have desired, it happens in a second. It happens in an instant. And what a lot of people do is they put their desires on hold for someday. They say, someday I will have what I desire. But desire is always in the now. Desire is always in the now. So when you put your desires on hold, that is actually a block. You get to desire the really big thing now. And when you desire that from a pure place, instead of saying someday, you remove the resistance of time. So anytime, think about anything you've ever wanted in your life. The client comes in, it happens in an instant. You hit your 10K month, it happens in an instant. It always happens in a second. And that second could be right now, and right now, and right now, and right now. There are infinite possibilities where you could be receiving in the now moment. This is so powerful, right? Because it takes time out of it. Time isn't real. And so when you put your desires on hold, you disconnect from the power of desire in the moment. And the power of desire in the moment is what calls your desire in fast. And if there is always a moment where you receive your desire, there's always that one moment where you receive your desire. There's always a moment before. And you will never know when that moment is going to be. You don't know until you're on the other side of receiving it. So what am I believing? Who am I being in alignment with my desire in the moment before? In the in-between? This matters so much, right? Because if you are not the person who is ready to receive in the moment in between, you distance yourself. And guess what? We are always, always, always in the in-between. No matter what, you are in the in-between. If we are ever expanding, the moment you get your desire, there's going to be another desire and another desire and another desire. So basically what this is about is believing that in the moment, in any moment, you can get that desire. But we tend to bring blocks in, right? We tend to bring in time. We tend to say, I will get this when, I will have this when, and that takes us out. Or we go, how will this work? When will this work? What if this doesn't work? And what this does is this brings in resistance in the now moment, because this could be the now moment where you receive everything you've ever desired. How would I feel if I knew that I was going to receive $10,000 in 1 second? I would feel like it's already happened, right? I would feel such a big anticipation, such a big excitement. If I knew without a shadow of a doubt, would I be doubting if it was going to happen? Would I not believing in myself? Would I be questioning my worth? Would I be questioning if I'm doing things right, if the things that I'm doing are working? Who you are in the in-between determines how quickly that moment comes. And I can't tell you how fast it's going to happen. No one can. You won't know until you're on the other side, until you're on the moment where you have received it. So who are you going to be? Whether that moment is 1 moment or 10 moments or 50 moments. Because I want to feel good in the moment before. I want to feel good in the in-between. Because my life, your life, always will be a series of in-betweens. There is no getting there. There is no final destination. Even when you think you've gotten the thing that will complete your life, the $100,000 month, the $500,000 year, there will be another desire on the back end of that, leading you in your expansion. So in the in-between, are you questioning if it's working? Are you questioning if you're meant for this? You're always in the moment before. So drop in the comments. I want to know, what do you desire? What is that thing? And I want you to be so fucking unrealistic with this. I could say, I want 15K months because I know that's my next step and I know that's logical. I don't. I want 25K months. I want to hire a next level mentor. I don't know how. I don't need to know how. What is the next level desire? The thing that makes your body go, yes, I want that. And then all of a sudden you take yourself out because you're scared or because you're not sure. Don't go with the logical desire. There are 10 people live here. I expect to see 10 desires in the comments. I will wait. What do you truly want? Ashley, being full-time in my business and having 10K months. So beautiful. I'll wait. I know there's a few more people who are thinking about your desires. There is something so powerful when you admit to yourself what you desire. And when you do it in front of people, it activates you. It's scary to admit in front of a group of people or even in this live chat what you truly, truly want. And whether you're here live or on the replay, expand into claiming your desire, your unrealistic desire, because we're not here for logic. We are here to have unrealistically big desires because we're meant for them. Tony, paying off student loans in less than a year, all from your business. Yes. Holly, 20K months in my online business. Hey, make sure my cat doesn't jump off the balcony because there's birds and squirrels out there. Liberty, I want to build my business to a spot where I don't have to work in them anymore, but on them. So important. I want the liberty to do what I want, with who I want, whenever I want. And I want to make an impact on the world. Absolutely. Kelly, semi-retiring in 5 years with a 250K residual income. Beautiful. I love unrealistic shit that's realistic to me. Yes, literally, my unrealistic desires have become like, I live in a world of dreams, and this is why my life looks the way it is and continues to expand. And this isn't to say I'm perfect. This isn't to say that moments I don't drop my power and dip. I love all of these unrealistic desires. Because Quinn's right. They're all realistic. They're all meant for you to have. They're all meant for you to have. What is the feeling? This is another thing I want you to answer in the comments. What is the feeling you get from attaining this desire? What is that feeling within your body? When you picture yourself telling your family, I've done it. I've done it. I'm quitting my job. I had a 15K month, or I've had that 20K month, or I've paid off all of my student loans. What is that feeling? What does that elicit in you? Is it safety? Is it excitement? Are you extremely proud of yourself? How does that feel? Type it in the comments. I want you to feel it as you type it. Because this is the thing that you should be feeling in the in-between. Yes! Quinn, I love you. Ashley, peace, freedom, and excitement. Kelly, freedom. Connie, I want freedom to do what I want with who I want without the worries of not doing or having enough. Absolutely. Holly, excitement. Tony, legit crying at my desk right now thinking about it. Feels like one big exhale. That's the feeling. Cassie, gratitude, peace, and I want to teach people how to do it. Yes, you want to teach people how to do it. That's so good. That feeling, that is the feeling for you for the moment before. So are you feeling that right now? Because you are in the moment before, or the moments before. You are in the in-between, between your desire. Christina, I want to have my coaching business, support my family. Next year would love 70,000 a year so my partner can quit his job and connect to his purpose on how to execute his purpose. I love that so much. Empowerment, freedom, excitement, confidence. Yes, these are such good feelings. That's the thing about feelings. They're in the now. They're in the now. Everything we desire is because we think we will feel a certain way in the attainment of that desire. And you get to have everything that you desire, but you can tap into the feeling now. When you tap into the feeling now, what it does is it takes you out of a place of lack. It takes you into a place of being simultaneously in the gratitude and in the desire. And what happens when you're in both places? You collapse time. Things happen instantly. So in the in-between, how can you tap into the thing you dropped into the comments more? How can you believe? How can you decide that you believe? We're going to go into desire now and the feeling of desire. And I want you to be really, really honest with yourself when you drop this into the comments. How has desire felt for you? How does wanting something and not yet having it in your 3D experience prior to this masterclass felt for you? I want you to be honest because this is going to open you up. This is going to open you up to the possibility that maybe there's some blocks there. Awareness is the first step. And if your desires have always felt so amazing, good. And if they haven't always felt amazing and it's kind of felt like, I don't know if I can make this work, I don't know, that seems a little bit unrealistic, good. Both of those are perfect. We're going to look at both. We're going to look at the blocks. We're going to get you back in tune with your desire. Scary, disappointing. Disappointing is a really good one, Kelly. When we feel disappointment, that's one of the most common things that will take us out of the game because we've had big desires before. We've had big desires before. And wanting without having, it can feel really disappointing. And so what we do is we choose to feel these emotions twice, right? Because even if you didn't get it as soon as you wanted it, there would be disappointment, right? But we in between feel disappointment for the disappointment that has not yet happened. And if our desires are inevitable and you're tapping into the inevitability of it, it happens when it happens, but it's going to happen. So there would never be disappointment. So disappointment's really connected to time. Impatient. I can get impatient too. I'm a manifesting generator. I want it and I want it now. Ashley, fear and unattainable. Quinn, I used to have a lot of trauma response to it, but those have been fading more and more and more and more. Yes, yes. We're going to be even doing more deconditioning work and you're going to love it. Frustrating, incapable, unworthy. Unworthiness can definitely come up. And here's the thing about worthiness that I've found. People with a defined heart center, defined will, defined ego, they have a grasp on what worth is. And typically, if there's not a lot of trauma there or a lot of conditioning, they understand what worth is. People with undefined, you will never have a grasp on what worth is. You will never understand what worthy even means. And so we're trying to grasp this thing that we'll never be able to grasp. So at the end of the day, worthiness is a decision that you decide over and over and over and over until you resonate with the fact that you are worthy, regardless of if it is something that you have a grasp on or you're able to measure. Scary, the how hole. Yeah, the how hole. I love that, Christina. The how hole. Sometimes unworthiness. I try to nip in the burr. Yep, absolutely. It can definitely come up. Absolutely. So something we're going to work on and look into is how long, yes, I am worthy. I am worthy. Is how long are you able to sustain desire? True desire. Because the way desire should feel is almost as if it has happened. When I am in a place of pure desire, there is nothing but excitement and inevitability in my body. And this is really important, right? Because I can't just think about it. I can't just think like, oh, I'm excited about this thing. Our body tells us a lot about the blocks we're feeling towards the thing we desire. So when we feel tension, when we feel this kind of feeling, when we feel this lean forward, like I must do something, I must make this work, I must make this happen, your body's giving you the indicator of a blockage. So pure desire Pure desire is that feeling of this is inevitable. This is something that is happening no matter what. I'm so freaking excited. It's like it's already here. I like that feeling. There is no how, there is no when, there is no what if, there is no I'm unworthy. And you guys have all desired something in the past. So how long have you sustained that feeling of desire? How long have you been able to hold it before something comes up? Something that's meant to be cleared. Ooh, that's weird. The light's doing something weird. I like to see desire as flirting, right? If you know it's coming, it's like, ooh, when are you coming? I know you're here. Not when, from like, is it a question of if it's going to happen? But like, I'm flirting with this thing that I know is inevitable. It's fun. It feels good. And so what often happens is people associate desire with lack. People associate the feeling of desire with not having. So what they will do is a self-protection mechanism to keep themselves from going into a place of pure desire and just not even feel it. Not even admit to themselves their desires because it feels disappointing, right? So when it comes to tapping into desire, it's about making a decision to tap back into it over and over and over, into that pure place of desire. There is nothing more powerful than your decision because so often we want to stay in the place of how and when and I don't know if this is meant for me and I don't know if I'm worthy and I feel kind of just like this is disappointing and I don't know when this is going to happen. You decide. It does take radical responsibility of your emotions. It does take radical responsibility of you saying, I am capable of changing my mind. You decide. And when you make that decision over and over and over, because sometimes it's not going to happen in an instant. If you have practiced the idea of unworthiness for a long time, you decide every time that comes up, nope, I'm worthy. Nope, I'm worthy. But you make the decision. Christina, desire for my dreams are always there for me. Absolutely. None of us are without desire. None of us are without desire. And so if you're super used to putting up resistance within your desires, you get to decide. And I see so many people do this work and they know what to do, right? They know how to look at the resistance, they know how to clear it, but then they make themselves wrong. They make themselves, I'm not doing it right because it hasn't cleared instantly. Or maybe there's a possibility that this is hard for me. This is harder for me than other people. Everything's a reflection of what you believe. So you get to believe that changing your mind and tapping into your desires and being in a place of pure desire is easy. And then it gets to be. And as soon as a block comes up, you don't make it mean anything. You don't spin off and go, oh my God, I've separated myself from my desire. Oh my gosh, I know I'm in a place of not being in powerful desire. How far am I separating myself? You don't do that. You just take yourself back. And you choose over and over again to take yourself back. And you shorten that timeline. You collapse that timeline. You tap into the inevitability of it like it's already happened, and then it happens so much faster. So, who are you going to be in the in between? Who have you been in the in between? Have you been the person who's like, this is taking forever for me? Have you been the person who says, she did it? How did she do it? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Have you made yourself wrong? Have you made yourself unworthy? Who are you being in the in-between? Because your answer to the question above of how do I feel when I get the desire? That's who you're supposed to be. That's who you're supposed to be in the in-between. And that's the thing. The universe always, always gives us what we're an energetic match for. It is law. There is no exceptions. We are all, the law of attraction is applied to all of us. And so if I'm in a place of believing that a $20,000 a month is going to make me feel so expansive and so happy, and I choose in the in-between before I have my 20K month to feel so expansive and so happy, the universe doesn't know the difference. It's like it already happened. So what happens? It happens. The desire manifests. It comes into the 3D. Our desires are always swirling above us, right? They're always as a possibility in the now moment. They're always in our vortex. They just need to clear the resistance to come down. So no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, two things are happening when you have a desire, and you always have a desire. So these two things are happening no matter what. You are either in the direct receiving of your desire as number one, or you are clearing the resistance to get your desire. Resistance is good. If you had no resistance, if you had no blocks coming up, your desires are not big enough. If you have nothing coming up, you are not expanding. So if everything is either you in the direct receiving of your desire or clearing blocks, we get to see blocks as not something that takes us out of the game, but us being on the path to our desire. And what a lot of people do is they will see these blocks and they will reinforce them. The block of it's not working. And then they're like, oh yeah, it's not working. And then they start seeing proof everywhere of it not working. The belief that it has to take a long time. You're always getting what you believe, what you truly believe. My cat's so cute. So what do you believe? Resistance is good. You just have to choose to be a different person in the midst of that resistance. Because what happens is when you have resistance and you choose to be the same person every time and to back down and to say, oh, I've got this resistance of believing that people don't care about what I have to say and don't like what I have to offer, you bounce off and go back. You bounce off and go back. And you're trying to expand, right? The universe is constantly expanding. You and I are reflections of the universe. So what happens is we start to bounce off really hard. And it starts to feel really shitty. And we're like, oh my God, why is this not working? Why is this not working? I know I'm meant for this. I know I'm meant for this. It's because you are meant for this. You're just bouncing back and forth with this piece of resistance. So what do? You choose to be a different person in the face of that resistance. You choose to make the decision that the person who has the desire would make. If I knew I was going to hit that 20K month, would I have the resistance that people are not joining my programs? No, they've already done it. So what happens is instead of relating from what I see in my 3D experience of what is around me and determining that, letting that determine how I feel, I choose to feel based off of it already happening. And so in that moment of resistance, I hit it and I go through it because I've chosen to be a different person in that moment. I've chosen to believe that the people are coming. And what happens with that? When it comes to filling programs, when you believe that people are coming, they are. But when you are in this place of bouncing back and forth with this desire of like, people don't care, but I want my 20K month, what happens is these people feel it, right? The people feel that you believe that they're not coming and you're not holding space. You're not energetically open. So every time resistance comes up, it's a beautiful thing. It's leading you to be a different person in that moment. And every time you clear resistance, you're getting closer to that desire. Because if everything is either you in direct receiving of your desire or clearing resistance, resistance is good. Connie, the people are coming. The people are coming. They are. They are. They are coming. Is this all making sense? Let me know if this is landing. Let me know. Let me know. Who you choose to be in the moment of resistance matters. Yes, perfect. And this is where momentum comes in. Because if every time resistance, you hit this wall of resistance and you bounce back, you're still getting momentum. No matter what you're doing, you're gaining momentum. So this starts to get really frustrating. It starts to get really frustrating. These blocks are meant to be cleared, so if you're not clearing them, they're going to get louder. The universe wants to give you your desires. And so what happens is every time you decide to be a new person, you go through the resistance, you hit the resistance, and you react as if it's already happened. You react as the person who already has it. You move through that block of resistance, and then it gets faster. And you start to build positive momentum towards your desires. And so what happens is either way, you're gaining momentum. And this is why awareness is so important. Awareness when those thoughts come up that don't support your desire, when those come up, who are you being? Because those thoughts are the resistance. People not signing up the moment you launch your program and then having fear that nobody will ever join, that's the resistance. That's a beautiful thing. That's there for you to clear. What would you believe if you already had the thing you desire? Duh, people are coming. Duh, the money's coming. Yes! So happy, Ashley. Let's talk really quickly about conditional desires. Conditionality with your desires will muddy them. It will muddy them. How often have you said, I want clients because I want money? I want people in my programs so I can hit my next level. This muddies your desires. You get to desire both, but they have to be clean desires. When you put conditionality on your desire, it's like saying, I want this thing, but I guess I'm okay with settling with this thing to get this thing. That's the signal that's going out to the universe. So what do you truly desire? If you want clients because you want money, you may want clients, but what you really want is money. You may not want clients, but you might be telling yourself a story that I need clients in order to get money. It places conditionality on your desires. So You have to separate that conditionality. You have to say, I want clients and I want money. And so often what I see people do is they connect them. So what they'll do is they say, I want a 20K month. Okay, perfect. That means I need to sign 10 one-to-one clients and I need to have a group program that has a 5K launch. Don't do that. Because that's playing in a place of logic. Don't put conditionality on your desires. Because what happens is it gets muddy over here. You want the money and you want the clients. But what happens when your clients feel that you want them because of money? It isn't a super clean desire. I want clients because I want to impact lives. I want to change people's lives with human design because I know that this work is what I needed 5 years ago. This is why I want clients. Also, I want to have 30K month or a 40K month or a 50K month. How many times have you said, because I don't get engagement, I will not get sales? This post didn't perform very well, which means people aren't seeing my stuff, which means I'm not going to get any sales. Those are separate too. Your sales does not have to be related to how many likes, comments, or whatever you get on your post. But when you connect them, it does. When you make these connections and make things mean certain things, it muddies the water of your desire. I want engagement and I want sales. My engagement does not reflect my sales, and my sales does not reflect my engagement. They get to be separate. So we remove the conditionality of it and we clean it up. Is this making sense? So it's about looking at what you really want. Do you actually want clients or do you just want money? Do you actually want engagement and likes on your posts or do you just want sales? You get to want both, but separate them. Don't make them conditional on one another. Don't muddy your desires. You get to desire all the things, but don't make a desire conditional on another thing happening. This is another way of introducing resistance. Is this making sense? This is really powerful work. And so every time you catch yourself saying, I want clients because of money, separate them. Every time you relate something like this, like your likes and your engagement to your possibility of getting sales, disconnect them. Disconnect them. Christina, I like what you're saying. This definitely makes sense. Thank you. I'm so glad. So glad this is landing. Okay. Now, the name of this masterclass is called Because I Desire It. So many people try to justify their desires. They say, I desire this because it'll help me pay for this. I desire this because it'll help me feel worthy. I desire this because. I desire this because I desire it. Desire in and of itself is a reason when you decide that that's a good enough reason. I'm creating, yeah, us humans, we are so cute. So a lot of people feel a lot of like, what is the word? What is the word? Selfish. Selfish for having desires. Selfish for having desires without being able to define exactly what they're going to spend these things on. I want $10,000 and I'm going to spend it on a massage and I'm going to spend it on a vacation. I desire to have $20,000 months because I want to have excess. So many people fear that when they don't have that reason, that it makes them selfish. But money does nothing except for make you rich, right? Richer. It is an amplification energy. All it does is amplify who you already are. If you are a shitty person at $5, you're going to be a shitty person at $100,000. And I know every single person in this group is a good person, is a kind person who wants to spend money on that cool bag, who wants to buy themselves new clothes, but also wants to take care of their children, who also wants to bless their friends. You are who you are, regardless of how much money you have. It's an amplification energy. So when you feel this guilt and this shame for wanting more, it's because you're not recognizing who you truly are. Money doesn't change you that much. You still are who you are. So it amplifies who you are. So you get to desire it just because you desire it. And so many people make I desire it not a good enough reason. They feel like they have to justify. They feel like they have to justify where this purchase is going and where this purchase is going. And oh my gosh, what if my friends think this about me? I have to make sure I need this because if I have excess, people are going to judge me. We spin off. And what this does, it introduces resistance. You get to tap into and feel what you're going to spend it on, that's fine. But if it comes from the energy of justifying your purchases, justifying your desires, it's not pure desire, right? Pure desire is illogical. And so when you try to justify, you're bringing in logic. Because I desire it. That's why I want it. Is that a good enough reason for you? If it's not, then just decide it is. And you get to make that decision over and over and over until it lands. So many people like to take away the power of their decision and say, tell me exactly how. Just tell me how, Christy. How do I decide? You just decide. That's how much power you have. You get to decide that your desires are a good enough reason. And when you do that, what are those pieces of resistance that come up? What are the pieces telling you, well, because I desire it, I feel unworthy. Okay, beautiful. That's a beautiful piece of resistance for you to clear. So money expands your capacity for good. It's an expansion energy. Because I desire it, in and of itself is a reason. You don't have to justify it. And those pieces of you that want to justify it are looking to protect. Protect from judgment, to protect from disappointment, to protect from feeling selfish. So what are those things that you let take you out of the game? When it comes to being in the in-between, what are those pieces of resistance where you just bounce off of it over and over and over? I'm going to tell you that the in-between is not about being high vibe and happy. It's not being about, I'm a money magnet and I'm so happy and I love my life and everything's perfect. No. You get to be an and woman. You get to be the woman who is healing and making shit ton of money. You get to be the woman who goes through her fears and doubts, hits those pieces of resistance, moves through them, and signs the clients. This is not about being high vibe. This is not about being super, super happy. This is about a knowing. Because when you are acting in a place of this has already happened, you know, and you have tapped into the inevitability. Obviously, I'm going to feel happy when I hit my 20K month. But also, I know it's going to happen. So if some shit comes up, and I'm dealing with some shit in my real life, it does not mean that I am furthering myself from my desire, because that confidence, I have a knowing. My knowing and my belief, that's what's manifesting for me. I just want to feel good because I want to feel good. So don't make those pieces of you that feel like you need to process some shit mean that you are getting further away from your desire. You get to have both. But what are those things? What are those things taking you out of the game? Not being happy all the time isn't it. It's the pieces of you that believe you're unworthy, the pieces of you that believe it has to take a long time for you, the pieces of you that need to know exactly how, because how is a protection mechanism from like, I have to make this work because I don't believe it's going to work unless I push and force. That's a lack of trust. If you were here and you had the thing that you desire, you wouldn't have a lack of trust in the in-between, because you're on the other side of it. You're acting as if it's already happened. There's no lack of trust, right? There is no lack of trust. So pay attention to those things. It does take awareness. We are in the game of being aware of our thoughts. You have to be aware of what's coming up. You get to go through shit and still sign clients. You get to heal and make money. It's about confidence. It's not about being super happy. You get to be super happy, because obviously I'm going to be super happy on the other side. You get to be an and woman. Okay, we're going to do a meditation really quickly. I want to know where everybody's at. If this is landing, if this is feeling really good, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. Is this all making sense? Are you starting to see those pieces where you're like, I take myself out of the game there? Or I've connected these desires, I've connected money and clients, time to work on that. Is this landing? This meditation is going to be so beautiful because it's going to connect you really deeply to your desires. And I'm going to take you to that moment after, really deeply. Because even in answering the questions earlier, you were in that moment. You were in that moment of like, ooh, yes, it's mine, it's here, it's happening, it's already happened. But this meditation, it's going to take you there. Tony, feeling good and so grateful for the work I've been doing with you. Me too, Tony. I love you. Landing. I have to drive to work, so we'll watch the replay for the meditation. Thank you for your time, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Honey, yes, feeling good. Kelly, good stuff. I am so, so happy. So anybody who is driving, please ignore me. I do not want you closing your eyes for a meditation. Everybody else, I want you to take a second, and we're gonna tap really deeply into your desire. Desire is not something that lives in the mind. This is something that lives in your being, your energetic vibration. And we're gonna match our vibration to what we desire. So if you're safe to close your eyes, I want you to close your eyes wherever you're at, get in a comfortable position. Okay, and we're gonna start by taking 3 deep breaths. In and out the mouth. I want you to feel yourself dropping into your body now. In and out the mouth. Dropping into your body, feeling everything before this life and after this life fading away. You are in the now moment. Take that last deep breath in and out. Feel yourself grounded into this moment. I want you to drop into your body. Now I want you to picture in your mind's eye that big desire you have. What was that big desire that you listed before in the questions? Keep it in your mind. And I want you to feel your energetic body light up, your whole body lighting up with white light. Every breath in, white light fills your entire body. Every breath out, your aura starts to expand. Pushing your aura out as you breathe out and feeling your body light up. All of your chakras lighting up as you breathe in, and your aura expanding even further as you breathe out. Feeling that expansion. Feeling your body get lighter as you breathe in. Feeling it expand even further. Every time you breathe in, the light fills your body. Every time you breathe out, your aura expands even further. Now I want you to see in your mind's eye the thing you desire in front of you, about 10 feet away from you. At this point, your aura is expanded beyond that item, beyond that thing, beyond the clients you want, beyond the money, beyond quitting your job. Your aura has engulfed it. And I want you to see an energetic string, an energetic cord go out from the center of your being and connect with your desire. And as you breathe in, your desire starts to get closer and closer to you. And your body starts to glow more and more. Your energetic body with white light. You watch it getting closer and closer, and you feel the excitement building in your body of this is happening. It's here. Watching it get 5 feet, 3 feet, 1 feet away. Until your desire enters the center of your being and you and your desire become one. You've done it. You've done it. It's here. You're in the now moment of achieving your desire. You feel it in the now. You feel the excitement. You feel the elation. And you feel your power. You feel that knowing within you that if you can attract this desire, you can attract all of your desires. And as this happens, you see energetic strings go out from the center of your being to all sorts of different desires. The other things you want, the many desires you have. And you feel that strong connection. As you breathe in, each thing being pulled closer to you. Becoming one with the center of your being. You feel the power of your desire to call in every single thing you want. In this moment, you are an energetic match to your desires. The energetic cord is not just a meditation. You are your desire. You have it. And in this moment, the amount of moments it takes doesn't matter because they don't exist. This is a deep knowing. This is the deep trust you have in yourself. This is the deep power you have to call in your desires. This is the feeling. And as we wrap up this meditation, I want you to see roots going out through your feet, going down into Mother Earth, grounding you. Feeling that earth energy come up through the roots of your feet and fill your body with green energy. You're now grounded, but you get to keep this energy. You get to keep this energy throughout the days, weeks, and months ahead. The power of connecting to your desire. Your aura expanded is your protection bubble around you and your desires, and the cords linking you to your desires as they come into your reality and you become one with them. I want you to take one final deep breath, feeling the inevitability of everything you want. And when you feel like you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes and come back. Take a second if you need it, and then let me know how you're doing. Did you feel the power of your desire? Did you feel the inevitability? Did it feel like the moment after you've achieved your desire? The I fucking did it energy. I love that, Tony. Yes, Connie, good. Yeah, Valeria, I think you just popped on. I think there was a little bit less grounding for you, so the lightheaded makes a little bit of sense. I'm so glad you were able to come on and enjoy that, though. Yeah, I get a little lightheaded sometimes too. Our desire is so, so powerful. And tapping into that inevitability of it, it's like time traveling, right? It's like this moment, the lack doesn't exist there. There's nothing but your desire. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the giveaway? Now, full body tingles, super high vibration. Yes, I feel pumped. Amazing. So, when it comes to the word giveaway, I want you to feel for a moment in your body, if you didn't enter into the giveaway, what that made you feel. Did you feel disappointed? Did your stomach drop? Like, oh, I forgot to enter. No, there's no chance of me winning. So what we're doing for the giveaway today is this is a simulation, right? I wanted to do a giveaway and I got the download to do a giveaway for this because I wanted you to feel in the moment how powerful your desire is and also how you take yourself out of the game. Do I have to read this? Amanda. I kept seeing a brick wall and having to tell myself I have the strength to break through. Now to keep that wall moved and see myself in that place already. Absolutely. And that brick wall, it only exists in your mind. You are deeply, deeply connected to those desires, and that string between you and them, it does nothing but pull them closer to you every time you breathe in. Every time you lean into pure desire, it breaks the wall. So what we are doing for the giveaway today, am I being a little bit of a tease? So somebody who has entered is going to win $111. This was the download I got to do for this masterclass. And I want you to be so in tune with your thoughts right now. What was the first thought you had when I said $111? Was it excitement? Was it, oh, that's not enough? The universe doesn't understand amounts. We add more resistance when the numbers are higher, but there is this saying that it takes the same energy to manifest a button as it does a castle. We just put a shit ton of resistance up for the castle. So are you an energetic match for $111? Or do you take yourself out of the game by adding in the resistance of this isn't enough? If it all counts, then you're an energetic match for more. But if you make this mean it's not enough, then you're not an energetic match for more. If you make the fact that you didn't enter into this giveaway mean that you're not an energetic match for $111, then you're not. So really, really pay attention to the thoughts coming up here. What pieces of resistance are coming up? Ooh, I wonder how many people entered. I wonder what my chances are. I'm excited. I kind of want this, but I'm not going to let myself fully want it because what if she doesn't call my name? Kelly, I've been seeing 1111 or 111 almost daily for the past several weeks. Yeah, it's such a sign. It's such a sign. That's how spirit communicates with me a lot is through angel numbers. Connie, yes. Who's excited? Who's excited? Who's excited? Who's excited? I'm excited. So whoever wins, all you have to do after this class is send me your PayPal details. Just shoot me a message, send me your PayPal details. By the end of the evening, I will shoot it to you. And you will have won $111. So if you're in a place of wondering, oh, I don't know if it's going to be me, I don't know, you want to clear that, right? What you want to be feeling in this moment is pure desire. I am an energetic match for this. It's like it already happened. It's like she said my name. So excited. No resistance because I don't know anything about it. Started talking about resistance. I was like, again, every YouTube video is about resistance this week. Angel numbers stalk me. Yeah, literally same. even if you're not part of this giveaway? Can you feel the energy of $111 coming into your life like that? Because that's the start, right? Nothing is bigger or smaller. So I'm going to do this. Tap into the feeling of it's going to be me. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. And there's 11 people on. Stop. Oh, I can't handle the alignment. Alignment coma over here. Okay. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling $111 from no work, no nothing, just being here, coming into your experience? I'm literally teasing you all. Sorry, I can't help it. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Whoever wins this, you're an energetic match. And whoever doesn't, can you believe that you're still an energetic match? Because it's inevitable. It's just the moment before, right? If it didn't happen this time, in this second, do you discredit the fact that it could happen in the next second, in the next second, in the next second? Because that feeling that you have right now means that you're an energetic match. Kelly, it was you. So Kelly Holt won $111. And everybody else, how did that feel? You are still an energetic match. Just because it didn't happen this time, there's a moment and a moment and a moment and a moment. Can you hold the energy of you are an energetic match? Because on the other end of that, who are you being? You're the person who knows it's happened. You're the person who's so excited. It's happened. Yes, Kelly, send me your PayPal details. And literally, this is like such a huge sign, right? So tap into that. Tap into that moment where it didn't happen. Did you back off? Did you back off on that desire to win $111? You get to be an energetic match for it, no matter what, regardless of the external circumstances telling you that you won, because you're tapped into the inevitability of it happening. Kelly, send me your PayPal details and I'll send it to you by the end of the evening. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. Just seeing angel numbers everywhere. Everywhere. So can you hold the vibe? No matter what the external is saying, because we don't want to be using the external as validation for how we feel about our desire coming into our experience. We want to hold that it is inevitable because it's already happened. We're not looking for the validation externally. The validation of your desires comes from your desires because they are yours. That is the validation that you need, that they are meant to be had by you. So can you hold the vibe? Can you hold the energy? Can you hold the energy when somebody else's name is called? Can you hold the energy when you put out the program and no one signed up for a couple of days? Can you hold the energy when it is the 28th of the month and it looks like the goal isn't going to happen? Can you hold that energy of tapping into the person who is already on the other side of receiving it? Because this This is the energy of because I desire it. Yes, you can. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here with me today. And I want to tell you about a way that you can stay in this energy, stay in the vibes, and tap even deeper into desire. This is specifically for my generators and my manifesting generators. So if you're not a generator or a manifesting generator, I will have things coming for you. I always wait on divine timing. I never rush things. So stay tuned in the group. They'll be coming. For my gens and my Manny gens, starts next week. This is the Sacral Embodiment Program for gens and Manny gens who want to tap very deeply into their internal guidance system. Tap very deeply into who they are and start to understand how their energy, how your energy works with the world around you, and how to call in your desires fast. This program is so, so powerful. And this is the work I did to get to the point where I'm at. And that's why it means so, so much to me. We're going to be going really deeply into deconditioning those pieces that take you out of the game. But it's going even deeper than that because we're looking at those patterns that come up within your human design chart, within your innate blueprint, and looking at your superpowers so you can start manifesting your desires. So you can be in the spot that gens and Manny gens are supposed to operate in, because we are not supposed to be forcing for our desires. We're supposed to be working with our desires. We're supposed to have a ton of energy to do the things we love. And so many gens or Manny gens are in this lean forward energy, this force it energy, this why isn't it happening energy, this I must make this happen energy, why is this not working, I'm working so hard energy. This program is about teaching you how to listen to your sacral or your emotional authority and be really deeply tapped into your desires and understand the inevitability of your desires coming in and how to listen to those split-second decisions that your sacral is making so you can be on the path of least resistance to your desires, to the things you want in your life. And that's why we're looking so much at really deep deconditioning work here. Those things that take you out of the game for your desires. We're looking at your aura. And we're going to go really deeply into getting your aura in a space where you are magnetic, because you are a magnet as a generator or a manifesting generator. And what happens is when you are in misalignment, when there is a ton of conditioning, when you are playing in a place of resistance and shoulds and I must force and it is not working, you turn off your magnetism and you shut your aura down. And what happens is people see what you're saying. People resonate with what you're saying, but when it comes to clicking the buy button, there's something off. You are not ready to receive them because your aura is communicating this closed off energy. We are going into boundaries. Really powerful boundaries, because there is nothing more important for a sacral being than having the strongest boundaries, not from a place of telling other people no, but from a place of really honoring your desires, really honoring what serves your energy. Because when you are in a place of serving your energy and you are living life the way you want to, what happens is the universe starts to serenade you and brings you all the yeses and all the beautiful no's, and you get to say, yes, bring that. Yes, bring that. You align your life and your desires come. And so many generators and manifesting generators are operating in a place of burnout, in a place of forcing, in a place of acting like a manifestor, trying to make things happen. And this is not your superpower. You are the magnet. You get to be the magnet. You get to be and watch things come to you and take inspired action from a place of really being deeply tapped into your human design. And this work will change your life. This is the work. This is the work of getting out of the how, out of the which strategy should I use? Which thing should I post? Those things don't matter. You cannot fuck it up when you're in alignment. But when you're in the how and the forcing and the pushing and the misalignment and trying to make it work, so we start next week. I'm so excited. It's going to be literally life-changing. I'm feeling even more downloads come through for this program. I'm just so excited. So you can join us for $777 pay in full. I also have a payment plan. If you want VIP, VIP is for the person who has not delved really deeply into their human design chart and wants to get a personalized reading from me. My readings are usually $200. For this, it goes from 777 pay in full for just the program to 900. So that's like 100 and something dollars. It's a really good rate for my one-to-one readings for you to get that personalized touch, that personalized understanding of your unique chart and how it's going to relate to the program. So if you would like to join us, send me a DM. I would absolutely love to have you. If you have any questions on if this is right for you or not, I can help you tap in because sometimes it's not the right timing for you. But if you have the pull, I have this thing I say, you don't find human design. Human design finds you. So if you have that little bit of excitement, that little bit of desire, don't shut it down. Come join us, get the transformation. Even in you saying yes to something that's a yes for you, you are opening up a portal for your transformation. And I'd be so honored to welcome you in. It's going to be life-changing, and I'm literally bursting at the seams to start. So, let's see. I'm going to answer comments, and then I am going to go for a walk because it is so beautiful. I can't wait for this class. I'm an emotional authority, but act as though I'm not. Yep. Many split decisions. I wish I would have waited a little longer to think about. Perfect, Kelly. We're going to go into when we do your reading, we're going to talk about your specific waves and get you really in tune with that. Amanda, do you have any past videos of coming into alignment or being in control of your money? Amanda, look in the guides section of this group. There's a really beautiful video if you're a Jen or a Manny Jen called Tapped In. That's a masterclass on really connecting to your desires. And then there's also another one called Unveiling the Simplicity. That one's really about mindset. So that will also help you get into alignment. That gives you specifics on how to get into alignment. So I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me. This was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm just blown away at how beautiful this masterclass was. If you're catching the replay, please let me know. You guys have freedom to ask questions as you're going through this, but this was absolutely amazing. If you're feeling the pull for send me a DM. I would absolutely love to welcome you in. We start next week, and really tap into your desires. Tap into that place. You guys can come back to this. This live is not going away. I'm putting this little guy in guides. So you get to come back to this when you are feeling really disconnected from your desires. Go through the meditation again. Get connected. Clear the resistance because your desires are meant for you. They're so meant for you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Connie. Thank you so much. I'd love to have you in If anybody has questions, send me a DM. Kelly, congratulations. It's just so duh that you won. So duh. And for everybody else, your 111 is coming. So I will talk to you all later.